Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're doing what we do best, breaking down English lyrics for our Thai audience, taking a deep dive into the subliminal messaging and powerful metaphors in Drake's track Janice STFU. Whether you're here to better understand the nuances of the English language or you're just a huge hip-hop head, you are in the right place. We've got a packed agenda today. We'll be exploring the track through 5 themes: Return of the King, Behind the Music Industry, Truth and Deception, Success and Wealth, and finally, Lessons from the Song. Let's get right to it. Starting off with Theme 1, Return of the King. Right out of the gate, the opening lines hit us with this massive, triumphant comeback vibe. He says, "They tried to kill me once, but darling, you just resurrected me." It's such a vivid, dramatic metaphor, right? Basically, the industry tried to stall his career, but he's signaling that he's back, fully revitalized and honestly, stronger than ever. Then he drops this line about them thinking he was in a deep sleep. Now, obviously, he's not talking about taking a nap. In hip-hop slang, being in a deep sleep means you're inactive, irrelevant, completely counted out by your rivals. But he shuts that down instantly, letting everyone know he is still scorching hot in the streets. Moving on to Theme 2, Behind the Music Industry. Here, the track shifts into this direct, though surprisingly neutral critique of his peers. He specifically calls out the OGs, the veterans of the rap game. He goes, "We know how you OGs rockin' already. The jig is up." He's basically saying, look, we see you. Their hidden agendas and true natures are finally out in the open. And the jig is up is just a perfect English idiom to analyze here. It literally means a trick or deception has been discovered and simply cannot continue. By dropping this specific phrase, he's exposing the fake behavior in the scene without explicitly picking sides. He's just pulling the curtain back for us. Then he hits them with this incredibly bold claim. "You boys got big off my name, that's big enough." Talk about asserting dominance. He's flat out framing himself as the foundation of their success, pointing out that these other artists only got famous by riding his coattails.
That takes us right into Theme 3, Truth and Deception.
This is where we hit the core conflict of the whole track, this wild juxtaposition between public PR stunts and private reality. He completely roasts the hypocrisy of guys handing out turkeys on camera inside of your hood and then immediately going back to the hills. You know the type, right? Doing charity in poorer neighborhoods purely for the cameras, and the second the recording stops, retreating to their exclusive mansions. He also highlights industry exploitation with this really subtle, brilliant play on English verbs. Notice the difference here: actively getting someone out of a bad record deal versus passively letting them out. It's a sharp critique of executives who play the savior role while actually just keeping total control of the artists.
And you can really feel his frustration building here through heavy repetition. He fires off this aggressive series of questions and punches every single one of them with a hard damn. Sonically, it just builds this undeniable tension, relentlessly challenging the motives of everyone he's up against.
And then the critique gets even deeper with a pretty stark cultural observation. He says, "White kids listen to you because they feel some guilt." He's pointing out this really complex dynamic where a fan base might be driven more by societal guilt than any actual genuine connection to the harsh drill lifestyle being rapped about on the record.
So, after laying out all these intense critiques about industry fakeness, you kind of have to wonder, how exactly does he respond to these people?
Well, that brings us to Theme 4, Success and Wealth.
His answer to all the deception is just unapologetic braggadocio. It's the ultimate flex. We're talking pulling up in a Maybach, making a Ferrari go skirt, pulling in massive cash like $250,000 in a single week, or traveling to Paris with an entourage 200 deep. It's not just bragging for the sake of it. He's laying down tangible proof of an elite status his critics literally cannot touch. And all this success ties back to a highly significant number in hip-hop culture, 100. He talks about keeping it 100 on paper, like Wilt, which is an awesome nod to basketball legend Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game, by the way, and buying his brother a car because he kept it 100. In English slang, keeping it 100 means being absolutely authentic, honest, and loyal. He's saying his empire is built on realness, unlike the deception he was calling out earlier. He even throws in this hilarious, super creative medical metaphor. MRI machine scanning my knee, like how long you've been running the streets. He's playfully suggesting his knees are giving out from running the rap game for so long. It's just a brilliant, vivid way of cementing his incredible longevity at the absolute top of the industry.
Finally, we reach Theme 5, Lessons from the Song.
So what's the big takeaway from all these dense English lyrics, the slang and the metaphors? It all boils down to this simple mantra: you gon' get yours while I'm doing me. It's a massive statement about tuning out the noise, focusing entirely on your own personal success, and just letting karma deal with the critics naturally.
He perfectly illustrates this final contrast right here. He says his rivals are going to face their inevitable karma, which drops the same night, while his own truth is going to be streaming in high definition for the whole world to clearly see. He is completely confident that reality itself will validate him.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a thought to really chew on. In an industry absolutely packed with illusions, performative charity, and fake alliances, is success truly the best revenge? Hopefully this lyrical breakdown helps you hear Janice STFU with completely fresh ears and a much deeper understanding of the English wordplay. Keep analyzing, and I'll catch you in the next one.